Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is a new thing I'm trying out for my project, for my class. Uh, it is a video blog. So we want a video. It's welcome. Well, let me excuse this. Let's say, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Donnie's blog, season one. Hopefully, we're not canceled, but we're gonna each week we're gonna talk about different aspects of adult learning. And so, a part of my project I decided to do was a blog, but I'm not a big typing person. I feel like you get more from, seeing somebody interact in videos. So I'm going to do like 2-3 minute videos each week. And I'm going to kind of talk about what we talked about in class, things that's coming up, and things of that nature. And so, this is my first time doing it. Bear with us. This is everything's a work in progress. And so this is something like I feel like it would be cool to do rather just me typing and talking and things like that. So welcome, welcome, welcome. And so this week we talked about different adult learning theories. And we talked about transformative learning. And so one of the big things about transformative learning is that pretty much it changes your mindset, right? You learn something and it kind of questions what you think about. This is definitely something that I see myself in class because everything I learned about adult learning, I feel like is in this class so far within these first couple of weeks, it's been kind of transforming my mind into different things. And so I think that transformative learning is a cool aspect to learn just because I feel like when we learn things, especially things that either you do for your job or you do for yourself, I think it's very, very important to have a certain type of mind state because it's important to learn that when you're transforming your mind, when you're kind of thinking about things, when you learn something, you should learn things that's going to question what you think so you can think further. I think that if you read things or if you learn things that automatically kind of goes into your own morals and values, I feel like you don't really grow. I think it's very, very important to grow as a person. I think that, especially this class for me, is going to be damn transformative. Just in these first couple weeks with Dr. Malik and my cohorts, because again, I'm totally nervous. This is the HR program, and this is something I'm doing. So that's why I say please work with us in season one. We'll get better each episode, and so definitely, I think that when you talk about transformative learning, I think that transformative learning is important because. I'm gonna say this adult learning stuck out to me the most because I'm always thinking about changing your mindset. I think that when you learn different things, you always should change your mindset or kind of change the way you think or way you kind of operate. And I think that adult learners, because we come in with so many biases, because we come in with so many things of, hey, I know this already, or this how I've been doing it, whether it's 20, 30, 40 years of experience, 30, 40, 50 years in age, you kind of some things that you say, this is what I believe and this is what I do. And so to me, I think that's very, very important. And when you learn something, it does transform your mindset. I think that that's a part of growth. That's a part of process. I think that you hope it's for the better. Even if you learn something and it doesn't quite agree with your mind state or your voice, I do think that's also transformative because you're saying, okay, this is good. I understand I'm reading about this, but at the same time, I don't agree with this. Because I feel like even for myself, I learn about things that I might not agree with, just so I can understand both sides of the coin. I think that when you're making an opinion, it's very important to have a opinion that's very, very involved and a very educated and a very learned position. And so when you're learning about so many things, especially as adult learners, it's always good to take those things in and to say, hey, you know what, I learned these things and just kind of, especially as adult learner, because again, the biggest thing about adult learning, what I'm realizing is that adult learners, like, we feel like we know everything already. We're adults, right? What can you teach me, or what can you do for me because I'm an adult? But I think that the big important thing to understand is that with transformative learning and these different type of adult theories, adults are learning on a very, very daily basis, but we don't realize it because a lot of stuff is not new, right? You teach kids how to ride a bike, you teach kids things in school. It's kind of one of the things where they learn it and they take it and apply it. And a lot of things for adults, we learn things, sometimes we apply, sometimes we don't. And so when I'm learning that, just within this first class, it very, very was cool to understand kind of the different theories and the different aspects of adult learning. And so this is it. That was kind of my brief observation. Again, most videos are going to be 2 to 3 minutes. Like I said, I want to make sure everything's impactful, but I also want to welcome you to the first season of Donnie's blog. And so I welcome you, welcome you, welcome you. It's going to be a lot of insight. And again, thank you for your time, and be on the lookout for episode 2. Okay.